Today, I'm going to show you how to build a super simple and super effective Enderman XP farm from Minecraft 1.18 and above. This farm is quite efficient and it's really easy to build. It doesn't require too many resources and is very well optimized for what it is. Now, as you can see from this view of the farm, it's quite small. Doesn't use many resources whatsoever and requires a very small space. Now, this Enderman farm is powered by this Endermite, which is sitting in this minecart just at the top. Now, this Endermite is also renamed as well to ensure that it doesn't despawn. Now, the Endermen are attracted to this Endermite, so when they spawn in, they'll pathfind to the Endermite and try and kill the Endermite, but end up just pathfinding into this trapdoor and falling down. Now, their AI isn't that great, so they think they can just travel onto a trapdoor like it's a full block, when actually they can't. So they end up falling down. Now, we've got these extra carpets to stop them from spawning here, because sometimes they do spawn here and they can't actually see the Endermite for some reason. Now, I just want to keep in mind that it is way easier to build this if you've killed the dragon. If you're having a flying dragon flying around you while you're building this farm, it is not very fun. Now, the item list for this farm is in the description below and also over here too, so you can easily see it. Now, you might need more ender pearls just in case you'll get really unlucky when spawning in an endermite, so keep that in mind. These are the enchantments advised on your sword, and make sure to rename your name tag as well. That's very important. Now, I'm going to be building my farm on the edge of this end island. I'd advise you build yours somewhere similar like this. And what's special about this location is it's got some really weird world generation, where you've got this sort of sticking out area. This will make it a little bit easier for me to stack out. Now, for the first part of this farm, I advise having an elytra. It will just make building this 10 times easier. Even though you can still do it without an elytra, it's just a little bit harder. So first, get your dirt blocks and just make it a shape a bit like this, so you've got sort of a 7, and it'll be just placing a weeping vine just under this dirt. Now then, we'll be bone milling this all, and this will need to go until you get to the very bottom of the world. So now mine is at the very bottom of the world. Now, it's pretty difficult to place a dirt block where this weeping vine is, and I know how hard it would be to do so in survival, which is why having an elytra would help with this. But if you don't have an elytra, then what I've got as well is a water bucket. Now, if I place this water bucket down, as you can see, the water flows all the way to the very bottom of the world. Now, we can use this to our advantage. So if I go inside the water, and if I just go down, it'll make it way easier to place this leaf block down. So if I place it just on the edge, as you can see, I was able to get it on the very bottom of this weeping vine. And we're at Y1. So this water's just made 10 times easier to place these leaves. Right now we are stacking out away from the end island, and this is to ensure that no mobs spawn on the end island and cause our farm to slow down, because this means that there's more spawning bases, meaning there's a lower chance of more spawning onto our farm, and this is quite a bad thing. Now, for this farm, I stacked out roughly around 140 blocks. Now, to ensure no mobs are spawning on this end island whatsoever. Now, we're going to start with our string by placing it on the edge, and then we're going to get our carpet and just place it on top. And then we're going to do the same right there, and we're going to place carpet on top. And we're going to repeat this 3 more times. So now we've got this strip of carpet. Now we're going to go out even more, so we're going to do some string and some more carpet, and we're going to do this on the other side too, so some more string and some additional carpet as well. Now then, after this, we'll go on the very end of the carpet, so this is the furthest carpet away from the end island. We're going to place a full block down, and then we're going to put a dripstone on top, then some slabs on the side, and then some chains facing into this dripstone. Then we'll get our 4 blocks, and on the edge of this chain, we're going to place a 4 block down. The edge of this chain, a 4 block down. Now we'll go on this end of the chain and place a 4 block down, and then fill these 4 blocks in. Now we'll add an extra layer of 4 blocks. Then a layer of carpets. Then you'll need to get a single dirt block and just place it down just above this chain. Then get your trapdoor. You'll need 3 trapdoors and place them down. Then get on top and get your carpet and just place them on the trapdoors. Now next, we're going to get our dirt blocks, and we're going to be stacking up to Y24. So first, get your dirt blocks and place 3 dirt blocks down. 1, 2, 3, and then get on top of this dirt block. Now I'm going to place an extra dirt block down, and then put some 4 blocks on the side of this carpet, and then on the other side of the dirt block, just place some extra 4 blocks. Now we're going to be continuously going up and placing down some blocks. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, then place blocks on the side next to this dirt block. And then we'll stack up additional blocks, so 1, 2, 3, and then place blocks on the side. And we'll be repeating this step until we get to the very top, so Y24. Now once you're at Y24, you're going to get your powdered snow, and just replace this dirt block with powdered snow. Now then stack up one extra block, and then get one of your trapdoors and place it just in between these blocks, and then right click on it to open it. Now then we'll need our 4 blocks, and we're going to go out 6 blocks in each direction. So starting from this block, I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now on the other side, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then on the other side, and then the last end. Now we'll have this X shape. Now we're going to be filling this in and turning into a square. Now as soon as you've made your spawning platform, we're going to make sure that no enderman can spawn on top of it, because that could be quite dangerous. So we're going to go to the central area, and from any direction we're going to go 1, 2, and then on the third block we place a torch down. And do this on the other side, and this place is pretty much unspawnable. Now next we're going to get our dirt blocks, and we're just going to be put it in this arrangement, similar to like a horseshoe shape. Now as you can see where the trapdoor is, now make sure the trapdoor is in the same sort of location in comparison to where the dirt blocks are. This will be important to ensure that the enderman can pathfind into this hole. Now on top of these dirt blocks, just place some 4 blocks down. Then get your carpets, and place double layered carpets on top of these 4 blocks. Then on the full block in the middle, we're going to put another trapdoor down. Now quick addition, just around these 4 blocks, we're going to put some extra carpets down. And this is because when an enderman spawns down, they won't be able to see the endermite whatsoever. So this will stop any enderman from spawning in this area, just to sort of increase the rates by a little bit. Now next we're going to get our endermite in place. So first get your dirt blocks and just stack up 8 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then on the 7th block up, we're going to place a dirt block down, and then underneath that dirt, we're going to place down a chain. Now on top of this dirt block, we're going to put a rail, and then we're going to cover this rail in dirt. And we're going to also add an additional block just to give us a little bit of space. Now we'll have this mini chamber. Now this will be where we will spawn our endermite. So let's go inside the chamber and just spam some ender pearls until you get an endermite. Now this can often take quite a long time, so be prepared to wait a bit. And there you go, you've got an endermite. Now be careful because this endermite might attack you quite a lot. So quickly rename it, then place down a minecart and put it in. It should go in quite quickly. Then break all the dirt blocks on the outer of it. And break the dirt block that's underneath it as well. Now this endermite shouldn't despawn whatsoever. This is Editor Gecko just speaking right now, and I just want to mention that there is a chance that sometimes endermen can teleport up to the endermite, so if you want to stop this from happening, what you can do is to just get up to the top where your endermite is, place a dirt block next to one of the chains, and then place 2 more upwards, then get some string, put it next to its dirt, and just put a carpet on top. Now this should stop all endermen from trying to teleport up to the endermite. Now the last step to this farm is putting a dirt block on this leaf, putting some string on top, and some carpet. This will stop any endermen from getting to the player. And then that's your farm pretty much done. So now you can remove the torches, and you should start getting some spawns in. Now as you can see, this enderman spawning quite rapidly.